Right, so in the olden days, what I would normally do here is instantly take a sketch of this surface here and then copy it. But what you've now got to do is make the sketch. So I'll just edit that sketch. I've got to draw a rectangle onto here, which I have, which is 2100 by 25 or something like that. I can't remember. So that's that box. So I'll finish that sketch. I'm then going to right click on it and copy. Then I'm going to open a new part, which I've already done, and I'm going to paste. And that's going to be my window. So first thing we're going to do with this is finish the sketch. Come here, window, there we go. Extrude this out very slightly. So we'll go 50. Now, I could just make this a window, I could just make this glass. I could make all the individual components of the windows, but it's a lot of work. So we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is do a lot of cheating. So let's project the geometry onto here. About 80 looks good. So what I'm actually going to end up doing here is individually setting all these pieces, which certainly isn't ideal, but I'm going to have to set all the properties for all the pieces so they look individually, like one's glass and one's probably a white painted section of wood. So I'm going to do a lot of cheating, but this is just set painting. So set painting is a different world. We're trying to cheat quite a lot. Just checking what we've got here. That's no good. Line, find the middle. Okay, it's not finding that edge. Project geometry. Line, find the middle. Right the way across. And another line. If that's 100, that's about what I want, so I'll take it 50 because we're going to double the size of this. Extrude this piece, please. Not quite as far, let's go to 40. And then let's mirror this piece along that mirror plane. Now, because of the nature of the way a window works and the way you see through the glass, a lot of this is going to be a little bit dodgy, but it will look okay in the end. Do I want another one across here? I think I'll live with that actually. So let's take this and go to properties and change to something see-through. So we'll go for, see, is there anything under glass? Not galvanized, no. Industrial floor, no. Machined, no. Oxidized could be interesting. Let's just go for polycarbonate clear. Okay. Now that's not going to do much because the other surface is not polycarbonate clear. So properties, and we want to see. Okay, let's go back here, take this surface, properties, that's not giving us very much. Let's come up here and change this to, for the moment, that wood. Still not see-through, I'm going to have to play with that a little bit later. And we'll save this as window. Now at some point we're going to have to start combining a few pieces, so let's go back to the main assembly and let's, for the moment, don't really know if I want to delete you or not. Let's just hide you and see if I can put this on top. So let's place the cut wall, which looks a little bit upside down, and let's place the window. Okay, so you need to be in line with the base of you, needs to be in line with the base of you. Obviously the skirting is going to be an issue that we're going to have to remove in a moment. And let's put constrain you. Now if I'm going to remove the skirting, the last thing I want to do is align to it. So let's align it to that. The other way round, apply. So that was aligning it to the floor, which is much more sensible. And let's constrain this. Let's go have a look at what on earth is going on. Okay, so clearly where is it? Cut wall work plane is annoying, so let's take the visibility off that. Let's take the visibility off the sketch, so that's a little bit nicer. Now, in all honesty, that's probably what I'm going to be looking at. About there. So we'll probably see one lamp. We might see the edge of this. Let's get the window in play. So, window. Let's align the back of this to the back of this, but the wrong way around. Apply. Let's move you over here. So let's constrain this surface with this one. That did not look like it did what I wanted it to. Not very happy with where I placed that. It really helps to place things so they're off of each other. So let's take this to this. Okay, let's just see what that did. That's clearly not what I asked you to do. One more time. Okay, let's just try something strange and constrain that to there. Oh, it's because of the previous one is still there. Okay, so let's constrain this edge to this one, which is what I do want. I really don't like constraining lines, but if it works, I shouldn't really complain too much. Now, the part where I said I was going to be looking that way, it's looking a lot more like I'm going to be looking this way, I think. This skirting is just wrong. So let's take this skirt and skirting, I should say. Visibility off for the moment. Now, a few things I've got to change about the cut wall. If this is going to be a focal point, we've got fillets to put in. 2mm fillets should be enough. I'm not going to put the fillets on the other side because we think we're going to look at this side now. So let's put some 2mm fillets here. On this edge, I'm going to do that edge but not that one because there's going to be a cushion there. And let's tick that and let's just see if that starts to look a bit better. Lighting's an issue, but we're not anywhere near our lighting, so the last thing we really need here is a cushion. Or 3. I'm actually just going to place a few here. So we're wanting them about, I don't know, maybe 400 by 400, something like that. Let's go 450 by 450 just for the sake of it. I'm quickly changing my mind about how I'm going to do these cushions. We'll see if I'm going to keep them this way or not. Let's just extrude this by... I'm going to be brave and go 100. And we're definitely going to round this by a lot. Let's go up here and go loop. Back feature. That should be enough. And place, where be my cushion? 1, just doing this visually, 2, 3, 4. They won't all fit, but yes, you're clearly not in the right place. That's better. Let's go back to cushion and just change it to something else. Titanium cushion, not very comfortable. Let's see what else we've got here. Nylon cushion, that just doesn't look right at all. Let's find something sensible. There's not much sensible here. Let's try the Autodesk library. Rigid insulation, no. Lots of steels. To be honest, I'm just looking for a different colour just now, but it's just nice to know what I've got in here for later. No idea what that is. It's not going to be the colour I use. Paper. Paper will do for now. That actually looks not awful, which, never mind. So let's constrain this to here, apply. Let's constrain you to there and go back 30, apply. And it's not constrained this way still, which I thought, so we'll constrain you to you with an offset of about 30. I'll leave spaces in between these. Now this is where you're going to start making decisions. I could offset these the same way, but I'm awfully tempted to just do that and deliberately have these not in line, because in real life they probably wouldn't be in line, and that upsets Inventor users an awful lot, because everything must be in line because it's engineering, but chances are it wouldn't be. Let's try minus 45 instead of 45. There we go. Still haven't aligned it this way. There, 2. There, and offset of 10. Make sure they're going apart, which they are. And finally, I was actually quite happy with that gap, but again, it's better to actually align these, because otherwise later bad things won't happen. Let's set this to 20. Let's take this, and I think we want to change your position, or in fact it's a lot easier probably just to copy you. Oh, there's only one mate anyway, that's okay. What is mated on you? The floor, okay, that's good. So let's take the back of that. No. There we go. And let's do this with an offset of 105, no, 150, and going in the negative. Perfect. I'll move the lamps out of the way for the moment. Now, this is the point where once you've got your bare bones furniture assembled, you need to start to think about rendering more, because I'm probably just going to point the camera in this direction into here. Making a chair, making 10 other things that are never going to be seen are going to burn a lot of time I don't have. I've already spent a lot of time on this. So I'm going to start to get my camera involved. I'm going to start to have a really good look at what I'm seeing, and then decide if an extra stool or something is necessary here, and decide what kind of detailing has got to be put in. But a lot of that's going to be a waste of time until I know exactly what the camera shot's going to be looking like.